Alright, y'all, so Church I just started watching it, but I was like, oh shit, I got the reaction. Upchurch said he was going to upload this on Instagram a little bit ago, and I've been waiting for it, so it's kind of loud here in the laundry room. I'm just going to hang out over here. Yeah, so we better react to this shit, so without further ado, by the way, this is a little fucking record room in my, well, actually building right next to mine, but Alpha Stack, but anyway. Yep, alright, well, whatever do, let's get in it, man. I'm just looking forward to seeing what Church is doing. And like he just said here in a second, he ain't fucking done the video in a minute, so let's see what this man got going on.
My neighbors probably hate me. What it do, baby boo? Long time no smell. It's been like a month since I made a YouTube video, but I've been putting out music videos. By the way, thanks for fucking making Real Country trend the way it's doing. That shit is fucking wicked. Dude, I feel way different than I did like 2 months ago. Like, I even look different than I did 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I looked like I was fucking way older than I was. I looked decrepit. I looked,
I'm not even gonna lie, and there's no offense to Church, but like, because stress does that to you. Like, he did. Like, I noticed it. Like, he just, you know, because usually, like, Church, like the Church that we know, he just always looks like, just comes off as like real, like young, like energetic and shit. But the whole thing with, you know, I'm not even gonna fucking say her name, you know, and I'm not even talking about Katie Howell this time. I'm talking about the other bitch. Alright, this dude been going through a lot of shit, you know what I mean? And you all the fucking weirdos following you and shit and all the other stuff, man. Like, yeah, that shit ain't fun. So, yeah, like, oh fuck me. Alright, I will watch that reaction later, actually, because I want to. Alright, let me go back and fix this shit.
I looked unhealthy. I looked depressed. And, yeah, I don't look like that no more. Yeah. And some things I even noticed just today when I was riding around today. We went to the grocery store and did some other shit, regular shit. But it had me thinking about my YouTube content and, like, what I used to consume my day with. And last night, I was like, you know, I'm going to make a YouTube video. So I went to go make a YouTube video. So what I used to do was I would get on YouTube and I would type in Upchurch and I would go to upload date, so it would show you what uploaded last. And I would find people talking crap about me. Now, don't get me wrong, I can still do that. I did it last night. I found 2 people on there. There's one of the guys.
Said you snitch, bitch. Law calling motherfucker. That's what you are. Won't be long till nobody fuck with your ass.
Then you got this dude right here.
I mean, first off, I don't know how you're able to make a YouTube video talking shit about somebody you don't know and you can't even fucking see a hand in front of your face in broad daylight, so.
Screenshots to post of Mr. Ryan Upchurch. It says, hold my name on it.
Mr. Ryan. Mr. Ryan.
He said, paper, so I know it's the real you. He said, fuck you, bitch. You won't get me in trouble with my real girlfriend. How's that not the real Upchurch?
Because he couldn't write a name down.
It's not your Upchurch, mother.
Dummy. Use your brain, bruh. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna chop their video up and I'm gonna talk crap to them. And I'm gonna make a YouTube video. Well, when I screen recorded the videos, I was like, damn, I'm not mad at these people. I don't even fucking give a fuck. So then I sat back for a minute and I was like, what have I been doing?
Honestly, man, like, I don't know, like, I don't know you personally, so I can't speak as to, like, because I was the kind of the person that you just really enjoyed tearing people up for talking shit, even if you cared, like, whether you cared or not, what they said. I mean, I could just say, like, as a fucking viewer, like, that shit is, like, to me, like, as far as, like, your older comedy, that is, like, some of your best, in my opinion, like, I love watching that shit. I love watching the fucking Lacquer Thin Hilarious shit, the motherfucking, you know, Nerf Gun Ned, you know, all that shit, right? Like, I just fucking love that stuff. That's me. I'm just saying, as a fucking viewer, love shit like that. But hey, man, if that's not the vibe you're feeling, man, then hey, you know, it's your life, it's your channel, it's your fucking decision, man. I'm just saying, you know, I mean, I would knock you for doing a video like that, but hey, that's just me. Anyway.
I've done a lot of shit lately since I haven't been giving that kind of stuff attention. Like, dude, my walls are filled up with art that I've drawn. I'm literally making 4 different types of albums right now. And it's going pretty damn well.
Yeah, when are we gonna hear that metal album? Like, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just saying, like, when? Because, like, I heard that metal song you were working on last year, and I was like, oh shit, maybe it's about to be the next album. And like 1 or 2 albums later, it's still not. And I'm like, what? Anyway, I'm just saying, like, I really want to hear this metal album so I can jam the fuck out. You feel me? Anyway,
I've lost 55 pounds, bro. Like, I actually went to the gym and ran until I lost 55 pounds. I'm now 200.1 pounds.
get it, man. I did a lot of running in AIT before I got here to my unit, so fucking yeah, we were running probably like not necessarily every other day, but usually like 2 or 3 times a week, maybe. I mean 4, never really 4. Average about 3 times a week. We do like a 2-mile run, 3-mile run in the morning. We could either like do just straight running like fucking distance, or we do like relays. But we would always total at least 2 miles in the morning. But I mean that's kind of low ball. There were some mornings we do like 4.5 total. It really just depended. But that's just good for you, man. And like it just makes you feel different, because like when you have the energy, like you build up that stamina, like when you're working and stuff, like you just feel like your batteries just recharge. You know what I'm saying? Like it just makes you feel more energetic. Makes you feel like if you were in a fight situation, like where you had to fight, like even if you're not that good at fighting, like you at least have the energy to maybe even outlast the other person who's trying to attack you or whatever. So I'm just saying, like, there's just a lot of good things that come with running and building up, your fucking stamina and everything. So yeah, that's good shit, man. Good shit. I could dude, I've never weighed more than like 160, and I was coming close to 160, and I went back down to 150, whatever, and that's kind of where I've been coasting at. I have really fast metabolism, so I never really accumulate a lot of body fat. It just fucking burns itself like so quick. It's not even funny, just because of my system. But that doesn't mean you're healthy. So like before I shipped out, I mean I couldn't run very long, like getting tired. I wasn't even walking as much as I used to. I wasn't riding my bike anymore. I wasn't doing none of that shit. I mean I would I'd walk down the creek and go fishing and shit. But that was about as much like physical activity as I really do. And it wasn't good. I was really out of shape. So even though like I was light and shit, like my knees would get tired, my muscles would get tired, all this other bullshit's like way too fucking easy. And since I started doing this army shit, like I've built back all the stamina I had when I was younger and even surpassed it. So I mean, I say younger, like I'm 20, but I'm about to be 20. But I just mean like because I was a little kid, I was like really doing shit outside all the time. I was not a little fucking want to be inside all the time kid. Like there was times I feel like that, but on hot summer days and shit, but I just like being out doing kid stuff, you know what I mean? I like being out there, having fun. So yeah, anyway, good for you, man. Get those gains.
Well, I've ate a fuck ton of food today, but you see what I'm saying. This is the healthiest I've been in, God, dude, since like the beginning of my career, mentally, physically, every type of way. And then I found myself sitting back and I was like, dude, how did this happen? Like, how did I go from super stressed all the time, looking like shit, and everything like shit, and then just...
Well, imagine being with someone that you love and that loves you back, and fucking getting rid of all the, finally being able to put all the bullshit and all the drama and the fucking court stuff and all the other nonsense behind you, and get to have some time to yourself, man. That shit really goes a long way, so... And yeah, man, like at the end of the day, like sure, I'm always looking forward to seeing your content and waiting for the next time you're going to put something out. But, man, as someone who also, even as young as I am, I have my responsibilities I have to look after too. I understand you have infinitely more responsibilities than me, dude. I mean, you got, multi-million-dollar fucking business you've got going, and you've got your ranch, and you've got your other, place you're living at now, and all this other shit, and fucking family and everything. Like, you got a lot on your plate day to day, so... on top of all the fans and all this, all this stuff, and trying to, respond to them when you can and whatnot. So your days are packed, man. Sometimes you just gotta, like, just fucking put it away for a little while, a couple days, even a week, and just fucking go somewhere away from phones, from screens, from social media, from all the bullshit, and just either be by yourself, or if you're like me and you just really like being around the people, like your family, people you care about, just don't be around anybody but them. Just your fucking little circle of people and nobody else, and just unplug. You know what I mean, man? Do what you gotta do to stay healthy, man, because the healthier you are, the better you feel, and the better content you can put out when you're back out there. You know what I mean? Because you feel better. So it's just better all around for everybody, man. Do what you got to do to stay healthy, man. Up here, and here, physically, all that stuff, man. Do what you got to do.
Magically, I'm like this now, looking like this, feeling like this, and you know what it was, dude? It was so much stress on top, carrying what so many people said, until my brain just like fucking reset itself. And now I'm back here. But another playing factor in that, I'm adding this in here, is having a good team and solid friends. And I could call any of my friends middle of the night, doesn't matter, and they'll be here to have my back and let me talk about what I need to talk about to get stuff off my chest. And I think for so long,
I don't know whether it's that my friends wouldn't necessarily do that for me, or that they're just busy and they have time to do that shit, or that sometimes I just don't feel like being a bother to nobody, because like honestly don't like having to ask for help like that sometimes. But man, there's some days like these past, since I've been here, man, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like I've been having some bad thoughts and shit like that. I don't want no fucking pity party. I don't need no fucking no, none of that. I'm just saying, like, I need to do stuff for me that's gonna make me feel better, and I need to be around people that are gonna be good for me to be around, and neither of those are really available to me right now. So it's just a really stressful situation where, like, I mean, if I have time off, all I can really do is just fucking sit in my room all day. It's not healthy at all, and it's making me depressed, and the fact that none of my relationships ever work out, which is, I mean, some people say it's all the person, other people say it's probably all you, or maybe it's both. I don't know what it is, man, but it's like, I don't know, I'm just tired of nothing in my life working, like nothing, you know what I mean? But anyway, this isn't about me, man, so I'm just gonna move on. Anyway,
I didn't tend to myself, which is why I got to the state I was at, and I tended to everyone else before me, and now it's the opposite. For whatever reason, like, I used to hate telling people no. Like, I could be eating or whatever, and a whole entire family come up and be like, hey, I need you to FaceTime this person, and hey, this person don't you believe you're here? I need you to FaceTime them. Well, I'm sitting there eating my food, and I'll be like, okay, yeah, let's do this. Yeah, hey, how's it going? Now I'm just like, fuck no, get the fuck away from my table. I'm eating my food. Bye, motherfucker. And I don't feel bad.
straight up, well, I don't know how you could even want to fucking, like, bro, like, If I was in a place like you, like, on the one hand, I'd want to carry a gun, but then I wouldn't want to at the same time, because I know, like, if you got me pissed off enough, let's just say, I would probably go to jail. So, just saying, I don't like no motherfucking body in my business. I don't like being around people. I don't like crowds. I don't like being followed by nobody. Oh my god, there's a fucking pet peeve with me. I hate being people, like, tagging along behind me and shit. That shit fucking Like, why are you following me? I'm not even nobody special to be following around in the first place. And number two, it's just fucking annoying anyway. So,
bad for it no more. And then, I would have talks with other people who are YouTubers or something, and they'd be like, no, man, you have to do that for you don't have to do nothing. I mean, there's a time and place for everything, you feel me? And I learned that it's okay to tell people no sometimes. Like, and I never wanted to do that. You
have to.
If I'm out on a date with my girlfriend, I'm going to tell you no. And if it hurts your feelings, that's fine. But before, if I would do it, it would stress me out, because I'd be like, damn it, I told that person no. But I had to train my brain back to being like a normal human, and know that it's okay to say no to something. Of course you don't want random people and their whole family breathing all over you and your girlfriend's food, And, you know, if you're having a conversation with your best friend or somebody and you're having that time, as adults, you never get that kind of time no more. So when you do have it, it's nice. And
shit, I got nothing going. I wish I had that kind of fucking time with somebody, man.
if stuff like that happens all the time, well then yeah, that stresses you out, because then you don't get time with your friend or your girlfriend or whoever it is, and then you leave, and then when you leave, you have no memory of going out to eat with that person or whatever it was you did with that person, because your brain just got filled up with the same shit that happens everywhere else. Pictures, pictures, pictures. Call my uncle, call my dad, call my cousin. And it's like, no, I don't fucking want to right now.
I remember you were, I think it was on Instagram the other day, you were saying something about how Elvis kind of had a reputation with some people as being kind of a dickhead, right? And because of like some stuff he would say to fans or whatever. And to me, that's just about the dumbest fucking thing you could, like, you just have to be fucking below. I mean, think about like how people like, I mean, I didn't really even grow up listening to a lot of his music. I mean, like, sure, I heard stuff like Blue Christmas and, you know, whatnot. Just never somebody I ever listened to much on my own, and not because I don't like him or whatever, just, I don't know. Like, I listened to more, when I was a kid, I listened to more, well, when I was younger, I listened to more like, you know, Waylon Jennings and fucking Johnny Cash and a lot of the Outlaws and whatever from the 70s and shit. I even listened to older classic stuff, like, you know, 30s, 40s, 50s, like early ass country, old ass bluegrass, stuff like that, right? And then as I got older, I kind of started fanning out more into, like, I still love that music and I still listen to it like every day, but I also listen, like, now some more, like, as well, like stuff like rock and metal and fucking hip hop too. And I wouldn't have really gotten into hip hop if it wasn't for this guy here, really, because before that, just nothing from hip hop I ever heard. Like, I never heard anything in hip hop that I related to. And then I heard this motherfucker, and I was like, wow, this guy literally thinks almost the exact same fucking way I do. Like, just down to the shit that, like, gets his gears going. Like, fucking, I never forgot that post, you know, all, like, a couple different posts you did about, like, you know, like Civil War, like a Ryan Upchurch that was, I can't remember which unit he was in the Confederacy during the Civil War, but there's somebody by pretty much your exact name, you know, they're in the Civil War, or like the picture, like the dude that you found that was like, y'all like identical, like y'all look the exact same, except other guy was a Confederate soldier, you know, fucking 170 something years ago, and shit like that, right? Well, I was saying like 150 something years, somewhere around there. Yeah, 170 something. Yeah, that's crazy. But fucking yeah, like just the way you think, bro. Like just the way you think, the way you say shit. Like it just reminds me so much of the way I think. I mean, it may have something to do with the ADHD because I'm ADHD as fuck, and you said you are too. So anyway, rabbit trail. I'm just gonna let the man keep talking.
I'm eating, and I had to train myself to know that it's okay to say fuck no. And honestly, I think that is the main thing that makes celebrities go nuts, because, you know, once you take on this life of being a popular person or a person of interest, you know, you feel obligated to do this set of things. But once you do those set of things so long, it's unnatural to do that. It's unnatural to stop for everyone. It's unnatural to FaceTime a random person you don't know in the middle of the parking lot when you're trying to put your groceries in your car. Those things are unnatural. So when you trick yourself into thinking, oh, I don't have to have a real life like everyone else anymore, I must do the celebrity thing. Once you do it so long, your brain starts to melt, dude. For real, it really does. Another thing I think that drives celebrities crazy is they think they have to keep up with being famous. And I used to be.
And it goes beyond just celebrities. It's even like all the fucking kids that want to ride all the trends to be popular and wear all the fucking cool clothes and shit and fit in with what everybody else is doing and be like, you know, the trend and whatever and be like the best at it and all that shit. And that just fucking, to me, it's just such an empty life. It's just so meaningless. Like, you could be doing so much better shit with your time in your life if you wanted to be known for something. I mean, but really, at the end of the day, if you're a Christian like me, you know that, you know, whatever you're doing, you shouldn't necessarily be doing because you want to be known. You should be doing it because it's what you love doing and for the glory of God, whatever. Like, you know, I mean, if like for example, if you like being the kind of person who does like charities, or the kind of person who always shows up when there's a disaster, like you're there doing disaster relief, whatever that is, and you know, all that kind of stuff. You should be doing that because you want to, because it's in your heart to do that, not because you're looking for accolades or a tap on the back from somebody. You're doing it because you believe in it. You know, and you just want to do the right thing because it's the right thing, period. So yeah, man, I mean, I feel like the same thing comes to music, and do what you do, man. Do what you do because you enjoy it, and don't get wrapped up in fucking kissing ass, man, and trying to, bro, like, at the end of the day, people who really respect you as an artist and as a person are not going to knock you or misunderstand you being human and maybe get pissed off at somebody who just, you know, pushed boundaries a little too far. Because, man, anybody who gets their buttons pushed too much is going to snap once in a while. And, like, how can you expect somebody to not be human just because they got famous? Like, you're still human.
Like that, I used to be like, oh crap, what if I fall off? What if people don't like me anymore? What if... So what?
So what?
So what? Famous is unnatural too. So, like, if you're just worried about being famous your whole life, and you're worried about falling off, then there you go. You're on the crazy train again. Give yourself a round of applause for riding the fucking crazy train. It's okay if you're not famous, dude. Who fucking gives a fuck? If I fall off tomorrow, so fucking what? Big whoop. If everybody stops watching me tomorrow, whatever, dude. Am I glad that I have this job? Hell yeah. Is it fucking cool? Hell fucking yeah. But if I'm only worried about being famous, then what is there to watch me for? There's nothing to watch me for. And I've even...
What makes people interested in what you're doing is you living your life. Just, you know, especially if you're living it right. Because this is a world full of brokenness, and I can tell you that from fucking experience and my family and shit. Yeah. The world is just full of bad examples of what not to be, but there's not a lot of examples out there of what to be. And it says in the Bible, like, you know, there'll be a time on earth when evil is called good and good is called evil. Well, we're living in that time. And you know, people who live normal lives and just try to be functional, decent people are the ones made to look like there's something wrong with you. Like, oh, like a father, a mother, and children. What? Like, that's the patriarchal, Nazi, fucking, you know, misogyny, all those other fucking dumbass terms that people throw out because they don't understand or they can't wrap their brains around someone living a life that's different from what society says they should be doing. So, yeah, man, fucking be different. You know what I mean? Be like, live your life and just do what you do, man. Because, like, you have a family that cares about you. You have, you know, a wonderful, you know, lady who, you know, who's your mother, you know, and you've got your brothers and you've got, you know, your friends and shit, man, like, that have your back and stuff, you know what I mean? And, like, you know what those people are. It might not be a big circle always, which is great because, honestly, the bigger circle of friends you have, the more fucking responsibility you have and shit. It's just, yeah. So, man, like, what you have right there, so many people do not have. And so they see that, and they might fuck with you in reality, in part because they see you, and they see, you know, a real motherfucker, and they wish they had friends like you in their lives. I can speak that for myself. Like, bro, like, if I had more friends, I'm just saying, man, like a lot of us wish we had what you had in terms of that, man. Like, sure, there's the cars and the house and the money, all that stuff, but at the end of the day, man, if I just had, like, a couple people that just live in my town, you know, and family that I could just call whenever, and that we just, you know, we're not perfect, we might argue from time to time, but we get along, we care about each other, man, like, that right there is reason enough to be happy in life. Like, it really is, you know.
Had people in the past few weeks are like, man, you better do this, you're gonna fall off. Bro, everybody has to fall off. Dude, I've been famous for 7 fucking years. It's fun. It's fucking awesome. I love being famous, dude. I love fucking doing shows. I love being a lot of people's favorite artist. But do you know why I continue to be famous? Because I don't fucking care about being famous. The world the entertainment world needs more regular people like myself and the people watching me. You know? I mean, that's why when you look at all these people who get all this plastic surgery and shit done, and they're like, oh, look at me, I look so beautiful. It's like, no, you don't. You're fucking 80% plastic, dude. That's what depression will do to you, bro. When you got all this fucking money.
I mean, that doesn't even scratch the surface if you really think about it. I mean, like, look at how many talented artists out there, like Morgan Wallen and Luke Combs, who could have such an awesome fan base, even better fan base, and make all this money, whatever, and be doing great for themselves. But instead of being able to speak their mind and do it, and do what they want, they're worried about keeping up appearances and not appearing racist and all this other bullshit. And so they kiss ass to these fucking record labels and the news media, and again, as you're talking about all the time, downtown Nashville and just that whole crowd in Hollywood and everything. If they weren't so worried about pandering to that crowd, think about the stuff they could do, the music they would make, the stuff they could possibly have to say, but they don't, because again, they're too worried. Their priorities are all out of whack. Instead of worrying about just being themselves and just speaking their minds and shit, they want to. Their primary focus needs to be honestly the money. You know what I mean? And I feel like it shouldn't be that. Your focus should be, okay, this is the life I love doing. All right, I am who I am. I live in a country where free speech, well, at least it used to be, is allowed, is sanctioned, is a thing that we have as Americans, and really everybody should have a right to. It's just the Constitution just reinforces that right, but it's a basic human right that everybody deserves to have, regardless of what your opinions are. Yeah, fucking, that's so true, man.
And you don't like yourself? You don't even try to hash the problems out with yourself. You just slap more new shit on your goddamn face. And you're training all these young kids to fucking be 80% plastic, dude. It's not cool. Bottom line of this entire video is, you don't have to be extra for people to accept you and like you. Be you. If people like you for you, and you end up getting famous or popular or whatever, well then just fucking keep being you, bro. This video I'm making ain't nothing extra. It's not like, wow, look at all these fucking explosions. My job is music and music videos. That's what I do. I like doing it. I show people that. I don't have to get on here and bitch every day. I don't have to get on here and be mad. I can get on here and talk about regular shit sometimes and talk to the people that I give a fuck about on the internet who are subscribed to me, and I don't really have to please anybody but myself, because pleasing myself gives the content that pleases you guys. So, yeah. It's okay to be weird, man. It's okay to be you.
I'm right.
Whatever that is, be it, dude. Don't try to be nothing else, because it'll only bring you stress, negativity, and it'll make you look old as fuck and decrepit as fuck like I did last year. Don't do that to yourself. Trust me. I love you guys. I got new music coming out. I got new music videos coming out. And, yeah. Just wanted to check in with y'all and let y'all know what's up. Love y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's night.
Appreciate it, Church. Hey, man, thanks for keeping it real with us, man. This is why I fuck with you, bro. Just be yourself. Literally, don't worry, man. If you lose people for being yourself and being human, you never needed them, fuck those people. Just saying. Anyway, y'all have a good night. I gotta fucking get my clothes out of the dryer and go to bed here, so y'all have a good night.